The big question is, what's going to win Best Picture?
I know. We're less than a week away. I'm so excited.
And I'm going to be in Los Angeles for Oscar week for 2 days. So that's pretty cool because a lot of people will be in town for Oscar week. So you never know. Yeah. I will tweet you some sightings if I see anybody.
Oh, for sure.
At the Polo Lounge in the Chateau Marmont.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, I suppose we could do all the nominations, or should we cut some for time?
Oh, I know, right? Well, if it's technical, I guess we don't have time according to this year's Oscars.
Well, fuck them. First of all, that's really rude and wrong. How can you justify not airing Best Film Editing?
Right.
Out of all the ones they cut, that's the one that's the most egregious. Best Film Editing. Besides 1917, what the fuck? Yeah. Or Birdman,
right?
You know, one-shot movies. But what the fuck? Seriously, I'm so offended.
I know. Is it just for cut for time? Is that they're just like, hey, we're just gonna jam pack? You know, like
they think that they can make a more entertaining show by cutting some categories and making the program shorter. Wrong.
Yeah.
Because the people that are watching the Oscars anyway want to see it all. And the people that never watch the Oscars will still not watch the Oscars.
Right. Yeah. And even if you are just that person just tunes in to see who, you know, haven't been following all year, you're going to watch the whole program no matter what.
Yeah. Let's start with like the, well, this is our Oscar show, obviously. So let's go and do like the big six or whatever, you know, Best Picture, Best Actors, Best Screenplay, Best Director, you know, all the top ones. And we should just do the technical ones, actually.
Right? Just to give them some honor.
Fuck everything else.
I mean, we can. I don't care either way.
I don't know. Cut them for time. I see their point now. Damn. Yeah, but let's do the big ones.
Okay.
I'm so tempted to not do the big ones. I'm so tempted to do the technical ones.
So what do you want?
Well, just give me like best production design, and we'll see if we can talk.
Best production design. All right.
Into the mic.
Here are the nominees for Best Production Design. Dune, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog.
Yeah, we can't do this.
The Tragedy of Macbeth, West Side Story.
Because
you cut off the nominations
it's gonna be the same film that wins all these things, because Dune was like technically the most perfect movie to everyone this year, besides me. I guess I enjoyed Dune, but I did not think it's the masterpiece that everyone made it out to be. I like Denis Villeneuve's other movies way better. And I'm predicting that the sequel will entice me more, because I think there's probably more action in the sequel.
Yeah,
I was begging for Timmy Tims to give a performance, and I'm a big fan of his. And when he just kind of went the Marcel Marceau route and he phoned it in for 3 hours besides screaming.
Yeah,
movies are getting too long.
Well, I know, but he was just, that teenager, didn't want to follow daddy's footsteps. Guess again.
You see, I guess I remember. See, and it makes no sense, the age gap between Chalamet and Oscar Isaac. It's like, what, that's your son? How old were you, like 8 when you had him?
Hey, it was dystopian future, I guess. Who knows?
All right, anyway, let's do Best Actress and Supporting Actress. Let's do Supporting Actors first.
Supporting Actress first. All right. We have Jessie Buckley from The Lost Daughter, Ariana DeBose, West Side Story, Dame Judi Dench, Belfast, Kristen Dunst, Power of the Dog, and Anjanou Ellis for King Richard.
Oh, okay. So one more time. The top 3 there.
Jessie Buckley, The Lost Daughter.
Oh, right.
Ariana DeBose, West Side Story, Dame Judi Dench, Belfast, Power of the Dog, Kristen Dunst, and Anjanou Ellis for King Richard.
I wish I had a printout, because you're so boring when you talk.
I'm trying to be like the ceremony.
I would probably pick The Lost Daughter.
Jessie Buckley?
Jessie Buckley.
She was my favorite out of all of them. But.
Second would be Kristen Dunst, because that was a hell of a performance as an alcoholic in The Power of the Dog. But Jessie Buckley, that was some deep torment and rage and hate fucking in The Lost Daughter. I believed that performance, and it was very, very moving and powerful. You just didn't want to see her continue her life, because she kept fucking her life up.
Right.
It was like Red Rocket to some degree. Like, wow, this lady is fucked up, and she keeps making the wrong decision on purpose almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the one I would pick. You too, huh?
Yeah, I would pick her, but I think
Next.
I have a feeling Ariana DeBose is going to win. Are we doing like what we think are going to win? Like,
well, you haven't even seen West Side Story.
Well, it's just she's won pretty much.
I'm doing what I liked the best out of the category nominees. Not who I think will win, who I think deserves it.
Okay, you going to Best Actress, or we're doing supporting for the males?
Supporting actor.
Okay.
Which is condescending because they're all actors. It just should be Best Actor, Best Supporting Actors.
All right. Syrian Hines, Belfast. Troy Kutzer, Coda. Jesse Plemons, The Power of the Dog. J.K. Simmons, Being the Ricardos. And Cody Smith McPhee, The Power of the Dog.
You got to go with Coda here.
Oh, I know. Even though that was the writing. Why'd you kill him? Why'd you do it?
I think it's amazing. I mean, Coda is the... No. What?
Oh, you said Cody?
Coda.
Oh, Coda. Oh, okay.
Cody.
I think you said... Well, the one guy's name is Cody from Power of the Dog.
Well, open your fucking ears.
All right. What?
You have to go... Well, I'm sorry. What's the actor's name here?
Troy Kutzer.
Troy Kutzer. He's won everything. He deserves to win everything. It's the best performance from a supporting actor in many years, not only this year. And he is just the coolest fucking guy in interviews, his acceptance speeches. Yeah, and he took my heart away, especially the last scene in Coda when he's asking his daughter to sort of like let him feel her chest as she sings. And he's like just trying to feel the reverberation, how good she is. It's just that scene that wins him an Oscar.
For sure.
Next.
All right.
This is really nothing about you.
I know. Well,
it's the rubber stamp committee.
Yeah. I have to still see 3 of the films. I have a week.
Oh, you're running out of time.
I know, right? All right. Best Actress. Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter. Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers. Nicole Kidman, Being the Ricardos. Kristen Stewart, Spencer.
This is a tough one because although I think Chastain's going to walk away with it, out of those, if Olivia Colman's nominated, you have to give her the award.
Right.
It doesn't matter what the movie is. She wins. She's the best actress of her generation. She's the best actress working today. It's Olivia Colman, for God's sake. She should have a statue, and they should hand her the Olivia Colman Award to other people. Rename it Best Actress, and it should be Olivia Colman.
Yeah. I mean, my second pick, if it wasn't Coleman, like my pick, I would pick Nicole Kidman. I really did enjoy her performance.
To me, I love her, but it's just Nicole Kidman doing Aaron Sorkin doing Lucille Ball. I mean, the dialogue, it's like, oh, that's so Sorkin. Oh, that's so Nicole Kidman. Great job, guys. I mean, it was a great job, but come on, best actress.
Yeah, but I probably Chastain is going to win it.
Chastise you, and again, like the Eyes of Tammy Faye. Dr. Jules and I were talking about this last night. I enjoyed the movie, but the movie, it doesn't have there's no redeemable characters in the movie. Even Tammy Faye herself, she does some pretty terrible things in it.
Yeah.
She's complicit to stealing all this money from people. And, it's like, well, why do we want to watch this?
It's just because I guess she was in the heart of America. I don't know.
I guess if you grew up during that time, but I think Jessica Chastain kind of our age.
I think so, right about.
I mean, I didn't. She wasn't on my radar when I was growing up.
No.
I remember the name and I remember seeing them, but I guess I wasn't a fundamentalist or anything, so I didn't go to the arena rock of Christianity. But yeah, it was a fine performance and it was a good performance, and the makeup looked like something like Robin Williams' toys, though.
Yeah,
and it's winning all the awards for makeup, and I keep thinking, I guess that's the point, to make it look campy,
right? Exaggerated.
Because she was exaggerated, but it looks like cartoony.
It's like if someone just is like, "Hey, I'm learning how to do makeup. Let me
like
paint
a
your
bad
face."
90s movie makeup job.
Yeah,
and it was set during the bad 90s, so I guess you pulled it off. But it's like visual effects. If you make it look as crappy as it's supposed to, is that art?
Well, maybe. I mean, that's up to some interpretation. Right?
Next,
making it so real. All right, best actor. Javier Bardem, Being the Ricardos.
Ooh.
Benedict Cumberbatch,
Ooh.
The Power of the Dog.
Hit me.
Andrew Garfield, Tick, Tick, Boom.
Well, obviously that's the winner.
Will Smith, King Richard. And Denzel Washington, The Tragedy of Macbeth.
Macbeth, McG, The Tragedy of McG.
My apologies.
I have to go Andrew Garfield here because not only was he emotionally amazing in Tick, Tick, Boom, but he could sing to boot. And he sang his ass off. He acted his ass off. The movie was my favorite movie of the year. So therefore he wins the Oscar.
For sure.
Yeah, and you watched it not at all.
I did watch it.
You might have seen it, but you didn't watch it.
I have to watch it again, right? But no, I agree. I love his performance too.
This time, use your eyes.
And like that's the thing with like Cumberbatch and Power of the Dog. Like, he was so good in that.
Oh, he's
too.
great in that. Yeah,
it's just I think his just edges out just a little bit more to the character.
Yeah, Cumberbatch number 2 and Macbeth. Denzel Washington number 3. That's a close second and third battle there. Because Denzel, wow, you haven't seen Tragedy of Macbeth, but wow.
Yeah.
It's like he was born to play that role.
Oh, for sure. I've been wanting to watch it. I mean, it'll probably be after the Oscars because it's best picture.
After a big nap, hopefully, because you're gonna have taking one during it. I know you.
That's an afternoon watch.
My doth horse. Next.
Best director. Kenneth Branagh, Belfast.
Branagh.
I'm going to butcher this. Raizuki Hamaguchi, Drive My Car. Paul Thomas Anderson, Licorice Pizza. Jane Campion, The Power of the Dog, and Steven Spielberg, West Side Story.
I think it's going to Jane Campion.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at Power of the Dog, that is such a director's movie. It's a great actor's movie, but it's fully realized. It's the most fully realized with a director's signature. That's an Oscar-winning director's movie. It just has the look, the feel. It has. She's made a career out of making movies like that, and now she's hit the Oscar gold, I think. So I think she will win.
I'm going with Branagh for me. I think he should win for best director.
I'd more rather see him win for writing than directing. I thought it was a brilliant screenplay, and it was a very, he's such a great director. Stylistically, I don't think he's worked Jane Campion as. That's the only thing. I think it's he directs movies his way, but she has more artistry, I guess. Too,
yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
Kind of there's artistry to Belfast, which I love, but also kind of like tongue in cheek artistry too.
For sure,
maybe that was the style of it. But Jane Campion, she made a dramatic movie, just something I can say toi to. But I actually like Belfast better than Power of the Dogs also. So I tend to agree with you. Today's episode of the 4 Seasons of Film podcast is brought to you by Phil's Coffee. Phil's specializes in handcrafted coffee made one cup at a time. Visit a location today or find them on the web at philscoffee.com. That's Phil's with a Z, coffee.com. Find the beans you're looking for.
All right, cool. All right.
Screenplays.
All right, let me scroll down that one. All right, you want to do adapted or original first?
Adapted because they're lesser films. I'm kidding. It's fucked up.
Yeah, this is more ruthless than the Oscars going to be on Sunday.
Move over. What's the one thing she used to do the red carpet? Joan Rivers.
Yes.
Move over, Joan Rivers. I'm the Joan Rivers of podcasting on movies.
Oh yeah. All right. Adapted screenplay. Coda.
Wow, that's gonna be a good one.
Drive My Car.
Okay.
Dune. The Lost Daughter. The Power of the Dog.
I would have to pick Coda if not for the fact that Drive My Car was a better screenplay. It was, I said this on the podcast, it's 3 hours long and it feels like it's an hour and a half. It's unbelievably packed full of craziness that's subtle but also jaw-droppingly crazy and convincing. It doesn't break any sweat doing it. It's just a work of art. It's a well-oiled machine, that screenplay. So I'm going with Drive My Car, even though I don't think that will win again.
No, right.
You don't even know what a screenplay is.
I've seen one once or twice. Printed it out.
Never read one.
Original screenplay. Belfast.
You didn't pick your thing. Which one?
I feel bad because I still have to. So I have to watch Coda, Drive My Car, and West Side Story to round out the best pictures. I've watched everything else, so it's my mission to watch it all before Sunday.
Well, if you could fast forward in time, like you had seen these movies, what does your inkling tell you would pick?
It would either be between Coda or Drive My Car because I can't see Dune doing it because I don't know.
You've seen Dune.
Yes, I've seen Dune. I would say it will be between Coda and Drive My Car. I have a feeling I'm gonna love Coda once I watch it.
You still haven't seen Coda?
No, I haven't yet. No, I have. I have
God,
3 more
what
movies.
What is wrong with you? Give me your microphone.
All right. Well, there's other movies I watched probably that I could have watched instead. Watch these, but
put the snacks down. Enjoy a movie.
Yeah.
Don't do the dishes. Watch a movie.
For sure.
Don't clean your room. Mostly what you do is eat and clean.
So is life.
Except for on the weekends.
It sounds like that right there.
Yeah, so you're an idiot. You haven't seen Coda, so let's move on. Original screenplay.
Original screenplay, Belfast, Don't Look Up, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, The Worst Person in the World.
I mean, really, Don't Look Up gets a nomination. You got to go Belfast. I think Belfast is it's probably the best original screenplay of the year. Besides, my second pick, or probably my first pick, would be The Worst Person in the World, because that movie kicked ass. It was fucked up. It was so good. It was raw. It reminded me of like a Agnes Varda movie. Like, you know who that is?
Who's that?
French New Wave influence, something. It reminded me of a movie that you don't see anymore. That would honestly might be my pick, but I just enjoyed Belfast as a movie goer. It was just like, oh my God, that's so great. That's so fun. That's so emotionally charged. It's just it's more of a popcorn movie, and that's why it wins. It's like, that was more entertaining. But Worst Person in the World was way more heavily dramatic and way better, just in terms of like really existing in how fucking ruthless the world is.
Yeah.
And that's weird to say, because you're talking about the Irish Revolution, but not saying the Belfast isn't real. It's just, wait till you see the other movie and you go, oh, that's devastating, because that's about like somebody's love life.
Yeah.
And Belfast is like just being a kid and, having to exist with war going on. And like, I'd rather go through that than like emotional shit with your love life.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can see that.
Oh, you ever want to come of age again and go through all that shit again? No. Give me the war.
Yeah, it's easier. Just you're in between your legs.
At least you know who the enemy is.
Yeah.
You don't have to go on a date with them.
Nice.
Next.
Yeah, I want to check that one out. I picked Licorice Pizza. I think that was my favorite. So
Screenplay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it too. I mean, I loved that movie.
Yeah. So I'm just.
That's a good category this year.
Yeah. All right. Are we going to the top, or do we want to do cinematography?
Yeah, cinematography.
Cinematography.
Even though you're gonna butcher this, because what the hell do you know about shooting a movie?
The
closest you come to shooting a movie is actually getting a gun and shooting a movie.
All right. Let's.
Elvis Presley.
No, man. I know one thing or two. All right. Here we go. Cinematography. Dune.
Of course, that's gonna win.
How come she barks every time we say dude? I don't think Bella likes that.
Chalamet.
Movie. Yeah, me too, Bella. Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, The Tragedy of Macbeth, West Side Story.
Tragedy of Macbeth or Nightmare Alley.
Yeah, I picked Nightmare Alley for this one too.
But Tragedy of Macbeth is black and white, and it's the Coen brothers, and it's fucking genius. Who shot that one?
It doesn't say on this.
What do you mean it doesn't say?
I was going through a shorter list so I could read it all.
Oh my God.
But I will get back to you for cinematography. Is Bruno Del Bonel for Tragedy of Macbeth.
Made up name.
Del Bonel.
Sure it is, Andy. Yeah, you just made it up right now.
I apologize.
He'll never know.
for butchering
Dino
your name.
De Laurentiis.
Hey, Bruno.
Jan de Bont was the cinematographer on Tragedy of Macbeth.
Yeah.
What would you?
Del Bonel.
What would you pick? I mean, and
I
also,
picked Nightmare Alley.
Also Nightmare Alley, because
Who's
Del
done?
Toro's a genius, and visually he always, his cinematographers aid him in facilitating that genius. And this was another genius looking film by Del Toro, but specifically, who shot it?
Dan Lotzen.
Again, is it just bullshit? Just making these up as you go along?
I know. Well, dude, it's tough.
It's like Austin Powers, a lot of vagina. Like, he's fucking making this up
I
as we
swear,
go.
those are the names.
All right, well, we'll go with. See, they're doing disrespect to their names. They're real people, actually.
Hey, but I picked you, Dan Lotzen, for Nightmare Alley.
All right, so let's go to the big dog. The big dog is the best picture. The best picture is going to Power of the Dog.
Oh, you think that?
I think it probably is going to win. Yeah.
Do you want me to read the
Yes,
nominations for
yes.
for the crowd listening at home?
Go.
Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog.
Okay, see, I would put Coda as my favorite out of all those. So that's what I would pick. Coda's the best picture of this year, besides Tick, Tick, Boom. But I like all of those films. I think, what is Don't Look Now nominated?
Don't Look Up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that's at the bottom of the list. But everything else, I almost like everything else better than Power of the Dog. And I think Power of the Dog's gonna win. And I really loved Power of the Dog. And I've seen it probably 3 times. I really enjoyed it.
Twice for myself.
Yeah, and I would watch it again, actually. It's a beautiful movie, and it's really powerful, despite what Sam Neill thinks.
Yeah, and I think it's just because it's like...
Did you read that about Sam Neill?
No. Oh, about with the...
Is it Sam Neill? Sam Elliott. Sorry.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. Sorry, Sam Neill. Sam Elliott's an asshole.
On the set of Yellowstone or whatever.
Yeah,
1918, whatever.
I think it was on Maron's podcast. He made fun of it. He's like, no cowboys acted like that. Like, what are you talking about, man? Were you around? Of course some cowboys.
He is kind of the authority.
Mathematically, of course, it had to. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You can't. Oh,
I get it.
I hate that kind of shit, man. What are you, just he's from Roadhouse? He walks around like his character from Roadhouse?
Probably.
For fuck's sake,
I read an interview that he's just fucking... He's just
have
like
an open mind about everything or shut up.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even sound like he's from this planet anymore when you talk like that. You know, it's like what's his name? Sean Penn talking.
Oh.
Do you hear his comments too?
No, I didn't hear his comments.
Something about the pussification of men in today's society. Like,
it's society or film?
How about
both?
Since when is pussification a bad thing? Number 1. Number 2, fuck you. Okay, Sean Penn.
Yeah.
Why does he always have to have an opinion on everything? I don't get it.
The actors that are in my manly man category, he's not one of the top ones.
Leave everybody else alone.
Yeah.
How about that? If you don't agree to something, then shut up and just leave them alone about it. We could do that, especially Sean Penn and Sam Elliott.
I watched a movie that came out this year, Sean Penn. Nice try.
I didn't watch the one where he's like a Nazi hunter, but he looks like Robert Smith. I always wanted to see that one.
Oh, yeah. I never watched that one.
And by the way, I love both those actors, but what the hell, man? You don't have to say everything that's on your mind. Yeah. I got to speak out about this cowboy movie because I'm a cowboy. And you go, no, you're not. You're an actor.
He thinks he's the guy from The Big Lebowski.
Sean Penn thinks he's a politician.
Yes. He was Harvey Milk, right? I don't know. Yeah, I get it. It's just, I don't know. It's like with Power of the Dog, everyone, I get it. It's probably going to win, but it's just...
Well, it's like Coda might win, though.
I hope it does. I really hope it does.
There's a good chance, actually, that Coda will win. It's just, will they go for... Power of the Dog is obviously like, wow, that's a very straightforward drama that the Oscars would give Best Picture to. So you see like, yep, that I could see that winning Best Picture. But if they want to go, I hate to use the word commercial, but commercial can be a good thing. I think Coda it's a better feel-good popcorn. If they gave it to it, it would reach a larger audience. And unfortunately, Apple Plus or Apple TV, they make more money.
Right.
Power of the Dog is on Netflix, and so it already has a ton of viewership. But if you put just a random person on the street and you showed them both movies, I bet Coda would get higher ratings. So they would go, oh wow, that movie, Power of the Dog's pretty heavy, man.
Right.
But it's like the old adage, comedy, anything with comedy is going to win with the general public over something that's heavy drama because life is already dramatic enough. I wonder where the commerce meets Best Picture on this one.
Oh yeah, and plus it's picking 2 now streaming studios against each other, right?
Netflix it seems like it's fallen off a little bit from the streaming wars and like these offshoots, like Apple and Hulu and I think that's it.
Well, yeah,
it seems like they're getting more even, but yeah, Amazon also, yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if that goes. But if they really are going with Oscar voters, it's a tough. If people that have seen Coda will vote for Coda. People that haven't seen Power of the Dog will vote for Power of the Dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
sure. Totally.
If you ever read Variety has a thing every year. They interview like top 10 secret Oscar voters, and they actually just tell the truth who they voted for and why. And every year it's, I voted for this one because everybody said this one was the best.
Right. It's like
they didn't even see it.
Throw away your vote.
They didn't see it. Yeah. And most of them haven't seen the fucking Best Picture, and most of them don't. They just go like, well, I saw Coda, so
it's like betting on the ponies, even though you don't know the host. Like everyone says that name. So
there should be a fucking login for their website to watch the movies, and you can't vote unless you watch the whole thing, and you can't fast forward.
I'm sure there's some workaround, but they should at least put that in place so that
something because this is bullshit. It's got to be democratic and fair. Everything that the Academy Awards is not. Thank God Harvey Weinstein's out of the picture.
Right.
Remember, I mean, you don't. Have you ever researched that when he was in charge of like Oscar campaigns?
I can only imagine.
Oh my God! Wonder why he won all those fucking Oscars with Miramax.
Yeah.
He was a fucking Nazi about everything. He's a fucking asshole. You can say that openly now.
Yeah.
Because he's in jail. He's a fucking asshole. I love it. It's so nice. Freedom!
Yeah.
When I was in film school in Los Angeles, like you couldn't say shit about him. You're like, I hear that guy's a fucking... Somebody's in the room. Like, I'm in the bathroom. Like, you never know. The attendant's looking at you.
We should cut in that documentary about Boondock Saints with Troy Duffy, all the shit they say now.
Wow. Well, he wasn't right.
Yeah.
Even now, Troy Duffy wasn't right. Like, I would still side with... No, I won't side with Weinstein or anything, but fuck Troy Duffy.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I take it back. Fuck Troy Duffy from the documentary. I have no idea if that's actually Troy Duffy because it seemed like a hit piece to a certain degree too.
For sure. Yeah.
But it's hard to,
No, his friend though, he was the one.
He did say those things.
Yeah. But you can now.
What was the thing? My favorite line from Overnight. It's when he's talking to the guy. The guy's asking for money. He's like, yes, you do deserve getting some money from me, but you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
Like,
when they're talking about the band and then all the work.
He's basically like, you did so much work for me, and it was all work for free, but you don't deserve any of my money. Like, wow, that is fucking shocking.
That is cutthroat.
Welcome to Hollywood, bitch.
Yeah, right.
I mean, woo, Troy Duffy. Yeah. We should get him on the podcast. I would love to talk to him about that. I mean, Jesus. I think he's only given one or two interviews about that whole documentary.
I would
what
too.
It did. Well, I wonder why. How do you defend yourself? But also, it's like, even if you're like, dude, it wasn't that way. You're like, I get it, man.
Yeah, but that's a lot of footage in that way. Yeah,
it's like interviewing Anton Newcomb.
Yeah,
from Dig. Yeah, was that you? Well, it's hard to argue.
Yeah, right.
6 years they followed you, man.
I work fucking hard.
Yeah, that's what I was just watching American Movie, that great documentary this is only the second time I've ever seen it, and I told Dr. Chills, who was watching it with me, I said, I would never let somebody follow me during the filmmaking process in any capacity. Nothing. Yeah. Nobody's allowed on set with video recorders, nothing, audio, nothing. You are doing yourself a huge disservice because you're out of your mind already.
Right.
Now think about playing and putting on a performance in front of the fucking documentary team. Because you can't turn it off. If you know a camera's in the room, your ego's either going up or down.
Right.
You're not an actor. You're there just fighting for your life anyway.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
We're just trying to get the shot off.
I can't even believe people would do that for promotional materials or some shit like that. No, don't do that ever.
Yeah.
Like Bob Dylan, Don't Look Now. Like, why would you do that? Don't do that. There's even scenes in that where you go like, Bob, come on, man.
Yeah, the camera's always on.
No. You don't want to do that. You got to fight with like Donovan. Like, it's the worst fight in the world. They're just like pissing at each other. Anyway, let's get out of here. So what, Power of the Dogs gonna win? No, I want Coda.
Yeah, I after I see Coda, I have a feeling that's going to be the one, but
okay.
Hopefully not.
Well, cheers to the Oscars this year, and happy movie watching.
Yeah.
I guess another year's over.
Yeah, a new season will start in 2 weeks.
Woo! Oh, it's crap season, though.
Oh,
Spring.
The spring is about to be sprung.
Bummer. Well, one could argue the summer is slowly or is vastly overtaking.
It's all
spring.
just one. There's only 3 seasons.
Yeah. At least that movie with Marky Mark and Spider-Man, I didn't see that yet. And that didn't come out in the spring because I wish that would have come out in the summer because that would have been my one big dumb movie to watch for the year. Because I will see that because I'm like, this looks ridiculous.
I'm sure there's some Marvel movies or something packed for summer.
Oh, I'm sure too.
Summer that, going back to the movie theater somewhat,
Marky Mark versus Spider-Man and they're hunting treasure. I like this.
Yeah. Oh, what's the one? There's another one with Sandra Bullock and Brad Pitt. They go on vacation, but they're like spies.
It's like the same movie essentially.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's coming. I think that's the spring movie.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Kind of like the technical.
All right. Go Academy Awards. We love them. And air all the nominees or we'll stop watching.
Yeah, right? Come on.
No, we won't.
Yeah, I know. But please.
We're going to skip the red carpet.
We're going to bitch about it a good bit.
And then we'll tune in.
Yeah.
I might win, so I got to go. Anyway, so yeah, keep them alive. And another season of Oscars is over. And yeah, it's a fine year.
Yeah, it was good.
Despite COVID,
We're on the way up, man.
Yeah. All right. See you later.